Welcome, I'm David.
I'm Lindsay,
And this is Desmond's Donders.
Welcome, and we're back on the Dava Moor at Lochindorb. This is our first visit since the fires, and we're glad to see that the loch and the loch surrounding areas were not touched. But get a little further away, to the road for example, and you can see the devastation caused by those fires. We're here for some rest and relaxation, but will we find it this time at Lochindorb?
Hello and welcome back to Lochindorb. We're in the top lay-by away from the loch because it's Sunday the 24th of August, and because it's bank holiday weekend it's nuts down there, or it was when we came through. There was a few cars parked on the lay-bys. There was 2 caravans parked under the large tree. I wouldn't put caravans in there. And a van and about 3 cars in the lay-by that we usually use, so there wasn't any room for us. And we have Angie and Richie with us, so we just came up here in the hope that we could get in here. Or if not, we were just going to go to the other park up on the Dava. So this is us. We're here. We were at the top end of Newton Moor last night, Dalchurn Bridge, which we haven't been at for 4 years apparently. It was a bit crazy last night when we got there, but it calmed down a bit, and then there was room for us to park, so we stayed there last night. Got a bit midged. A bit cloudy, but there's a breeze blowing, which means no midges. And the last time we were here was when the fire broke out across on the Dava, and we came up the Dava road and you could see the amount of damage that's been done, and we were spot on leaving when we did, because the fire did cross the road and end on this side. Goodness knows what happened to the people that decided to stay after we left, but that wasn't our problem, that was theirs. We just wanted to get out the way so that the emergency services didn't have us to worry about, as well as everything else. I thought we'd take a quick walk down here because Grace really hasn't had a decent walk. We couldn't take her far last night because of the midges, and I have quite a few bites to prove the fact that there are midges about. Hey ho. And we decided to go to Newton Moor for It wasn't breakfast, it was brunch, and the place was really, really busy, and the service was very slow. The food was as good as it always is, but the service was slow. Every order was being cooked individually, so it was per table, and it took a while. I don't know why it would took them so long, but there only seemed to be one person actually doing the cooking in the kitchen, which is maybe not a good idea. And they've changed the way you do it. You go in and order your food and pay for it, and then go sit down. There's no point ordering food if you can't find a table to sit down at. Like I said, it was busy. And then we just came here and we got in the car park. Not the one we wanted, but it's better than nothing, and at least this way, where we're at, there's only room for the 2 vans and nobody else can get in there, so there's no fear of somebody coming in between us. It is what it is. So thank you to everyone that sent me wishes on my birthday today. It's much appreciated. I'm slightly overwhelmed by the messages. I have answered them all, but I'm very grateful to each and every one of you that took time to actually wish me a happy birthday. And we saw Craig, Sam, William and Riley yesterday. They came to the house and left me some very nice presents, which I left in the house. I would have brought the slippers, but Grace decided that she was going to take one off and put it somewhere safe for me. And somehow or other it ended up in her water bowl, so we've left the slippers in the house. And I got a lovely scarf and a very large bar of chocolate. Obviously the chocolates come with us. And a birthday cake. So I cut the cake in half and gave half back to them so they could eat it. And Angie, David, Richie and I all ate the cake last night. The bit that we had. It's very tasty and very lovely. So thank you again. I feel very spoiled, but it is. We enjoy doing what we do. So we're out in Desmond till next Sunday, so we got a week and try and work out where we're going. We were going to go to Grantown, but then Thunder in the Glen's on this weekend, and when we went past Grantown and the place we usually park, there was tents on the grass, campers and motorhomes up the road, and I could actually see 2 motorhomes in the park up beside the cemetery, which means they really must have been far up on the road. So we thought, no, we'll pass on that one, thank you very much. We can always go back. We'll see. Oh, there's another car coming to it. Stay there. Good girl. So, right, it is warmish, but the wind that's blowing is also warmish. But like I said, it's keeping the midges down, and it's obviously been raining overnight, because when we got up the ground was wet outside. But the car park at the back end in Newton Moor got very full this morning as well. No doubt people away to climb in the glens and the hills and whatnot. So we just had a pot of tea and then made our way to Newton Moor Cafe. There's Lochindorb in all its glory. You can see it. So I may switch off a minute and then I'll switch it back on if we get to the beach. And now there's nobody here. Well, not as many. Cars here everywhere. Vans, I can see one car. There's still quite a few people on the loch. But the caravans that were beside the tree we saw go past a few hours ago. And I don't even think there's anybody in the park up we use anymore, but I'm not going that far to find out. I actually came this way to give Grace a run across the beach. So please keep all dogs on leads. Please do not light fires. Fishing boat, oh, I can't read that. Fishing boat hire. And it's got the diver's picture on the side of the loch like it usually does. Come on, babe. I don't know how much damage the fire's actually done to the wildlife. It could have decimated the grouse population. Obviously not the adults because they could fly away, but the eggs on nests, it could have decimated them. I don't know for sure. And obviously there's the amount of flies and small mammals that would have suffered as well. We'll take her down the beach. Hello, duck. Come on, you. The guy's gorgeous. Weird, but gorgeous. This is what Lochindorb does. Come on, you. Let's go. It doesn't look like there's anybody in the cutout now, but we're quite happy where we're at, so we'll stay put. Come on. Come on, Grace. Come on, baby. Good girl. Like I said, she hasn't had a decent walk in a day or two. Well, that's not strictly true. We left the house yesterday about 4ish, I think, by the time Sam and Craig and the boys had gone through. And we took Grace down to the school play area. so she could play ball with them. She even burst the ball, but then tennis balls aren't exactly known to be that strong, especially when you've got dogs' teeth biting into them. So it was just basically last night and this morning we haven't really had a chance to take her for a walk, so hence why I brought her down here. I'll get her on the beach and walk a bit of that, and then I'll just take her back. And of course, Storm Flores caused some trees to fall down, and they've obviously been cut down, cut back, whatever, to clear a path for the estate workers and anybody that's hiring the lodge. It's got more money than I have. Right. The last time we came down here it was covered in bird feathers. Okay, Grace, let's go. Let's see what we can find. Yep, now it's full of wet wipes. I honestly hate people. I hate the fact to think that we've got a litter ferry that comes and cleans up stuff after them. You remember this place, Toots? The last time you were here you were running through the heather like a 2-year-old. The river's up a bit higher than it was the last time. Well, there's no one in the car park at all. Wow, difference a couple of hours makes. I suppose a lot of them are back to work tomorrow, even though it's a bank holiday. It is an English bank holiday tomorrow. So, come here. What are you doing, Grace? The beach isn't that bad a state. I've seen it worse. But the last time we were here, just along here, there was a wasp nest. I won't be going close to that because it's about the time when the queens die, and that's when the wasps get nasty. And she's doing her usual. Okay, Bab, come on then. What do you think? She thinks I've got a ball in my pocket and I don't. She does get obsessed with them. Oh, I can't see it. Come on, babe. What you doing? Hey? Hello, Mrs. Smiley Face. See what happens. No, she's just going to come straight back. Go on then. Thank you. She's lost it. Come on, Grace. Grace, come. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Oh God, she's off again. I'll get in trouble from the estate because she's off her lead. Come on, Baba. Grace, come. Grace, come on. Good girl. I got up here, Mum. How did I get down? And where's my stick? Cheeky bism. Thank you. Good girl. That's it. We can't do it anymore. We'll get in trouble for you being off your lead. Sorry, hun. Sorry, this is bad camera work, but hey ho. She had a frolic. You want this? Good girl. So, that's us. She's had a little run through the heather. It did say keep the dogs on the lead, so we best keep her on for 95% of the time. And we'll just head back to the van. And it's now after 5. Oh, there's another bit, Grace. We better pick that up too, hadn't we? Just so doggies don't cut their feet on it. People are so stupid. That's just a bit. Not sure what you are, stone. But one big walk today, and we'll take her out again later before bedtime. I think that's enough of a walk, and it's getting dark not dark, but it is getting darker. And honestly, I don't trust the people that drive along this road, because they seem to think, one, it only goes one way the way they're going, and two, there's not going to be anybody else on it. Wrong on both counts. Okay, bub, it's alright. Good girl. And when we were coming down here, obviously we came from the other end, because we came along the Dava, which you come on at Carbridge. So we came the long way round, which is the way we left the last time we were here, because of the fires. And there was 2 people on push bikes that decided that the 4th lay-by they passed was the one they were actually going to pull into, bearing in mind that there was a motorhome behind them and a camper van behind the motorhome, because they were freewheeling the part and they didn't want to stop. I'm sorry, but you're on the road, therefore the highway code applies to you the same as it does to anybody else. If you're not going fast enough and you're slowing other traffic down, you get out the way. You don't wait until you have to start pedalling again to get out the way, you know. And it wasn't as if they didn't know we were there, because the lady that was the second cyclist was a lady, and she kept looking round. I don't know what the heck she was expecting us to do, just vanish in a puff of smoke. So it wasn't that they didn't know we were there, because they did. They just decided not to pull in. Obviously they feel they have more rights to be on these roads than we do. Wrong. I pay road tax. My vehicle's insured, it's MOT'd. So, if anything, I have more right to be on the flipping road than you do. That's back to the people that think they're entitled. That's a whole different conversation. Come on, baby, let's go home. So, one last look at Lochindorb Castle, and we shall start heading back up the road. So I will say thank you for coming with. Thank you for all the lovely comments. Obviously David reads them all and answers them. I read them. I don't necessarily answer them all, but I do read them. Come on, Baba. Come on. Good girl. I wish you all a happy day whenever this goes out. I have no idea. The way things are going, probably not until the end of October, the beginning of November. Come on, Grace. You had a good sniff. Yeah. So, enjoy your day. Enjoy the outdoors if you can get to it. Breathe in the air and just ground yourself. And remember, whatever you're going through, you are not alone. You are never alone. And if you need someone to talk to, get in contact. I'll listen. I'll hear what you're saying. I don't necessarily have to give you what I think. I'll always listen. So take care, guys. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other if you have another. If not, be good to yourself. And remember, you do matter. You always matter. So thanks again, and we'll catch up soon.
Thank you for watching Desmond's Dongers. And remember, while in the countryside, indeed anywhere, take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and click that notification bell to receive notifications of all our videos.